Okay, good to see everybody. Glad you came out. I think we had about 400 people at our coaches clinic, which was fun. It was really, some of you were here, but it's an exciting night to have Coach Miles here, and his Ben came with him, so that's a double bonus. And then I thought we had a really good day of practice today. We had about an hour plus of just kind of regular practice with some periods and drills in it. And then we had a scrimmage where we virtually let every guy here play. And I don't know what the total number of plays was, but it had to be in the, does anybody know, 75 range maybe, something like that? Huh?
I had 68.
68. So that's pretty good. You know, I think that it was really good to let the guys finish plays, and that's always really important. I thought defensively that there was a couple of early drives, but except for one, they didn't allow the touchdowns and made a lot of plays. And then I think as it went on, grew stronger offensively. Conversely, there were some nice 9, 10, 11, 12 play drives that were well executed by each quarterback. You know, I thought early on that Tanner did that, and then Patrick eventually, and then I thought Jebbia really had a pretty darn good day for his first scrimmage in college, as he should be getting ready for the prom at home, you know. So anyway, that part of it's good. I love the enthusiasm of the work. I thought there's an energy with our defense right now that is exciting, and then we put in some other parts today. We had some more of our punt team work that was good. We're continuing to work with our field goal block stuff. So, you know, I thought it was a very productive practice day, and good that we got to scrimmage and finish some plays today.
The MO on Diaco is his defense don't give up big plays and they don't give up points. How do you feel like they did in the scrimmage today, and they also forced 3 turnovers?
I thought that it was a very good indicator of overall what you have to do to win. You know, no matter what happens, you force a field goal, even if there's a drive, and then you don't give up the big hits. You know, and we tried. You know, we had the big play action, big posts down the field, close but not complete. You know, and that's the kind of thing you got to be in good position to make those plays. It has to be an emphasis and a mindset, and I think that he's all over that. I mean, he is all over it, and I think that's one of the key ingredients in winning. Turnovers being the other one.
Did you see any? Are you seeing any separation at quarterback right now?
You know, Steve, it is. Even if I did, I don't want to say right now. I think that it's not necessary. I think that I really like what both of these guys are doing. We need them both to be ready to start and play. The way we are alternating their work is very, very well done by Coach Langsdorff. They're getting almost identical turns, and we don't have too many where it's all watered down either. So we only have 4 quarterbacks working, and I want to keep that room small, and so that they get the work like this, and I hope to continue it like this in the fall camp. Now, I don't mean that I won't say who the starting quarterback is. I don't think we'll wait that long, but there is. I don't even want to really think about that right at this point. I'm really happy with both guys, and I think that we've had, I'd say, overall outstanding spring practice with both of those kids, and I just want to keep it trending upward that way.
Based on your expectations, where is Tristan Jebbia?
You know, we obviously recruited Tristan, gave him a scholarship, thought he was real good. I've done nothing from the moment that he's been here, seeing his work ethic. You know, the one thing you guys don't see, and most everybody does not see, you've got to stay in the office late to see it. He's the guy that's in there watching film by himself at night. And I told him where the secret passageway was when the doors were locked so he could get into it. That's the kind of guy he is. And then today it was all confirmed. The guy's a football player. moves the ball, quick release, sees what's going on, knows what's happening. It was all very encouraging. Upward trending.
Is the quickness with which he sees receivers rare for an 18-year-old?
Yes. Sam, probably the key ingredient, right? I mean, you can talk about arm strength, you can talk about all this stuff, but seeing it and getting rid of it, that to me, that's the key. And that's what he showed today. You know, there was, you know, I think he could, you know, even though we're not sacking, I think he could feel the pressure, got rid of the ball, you know, and I thought it was real good by him. I was really encouraged and glad.
How do you feel about the depth that's building up at linebacker, in particular that second group with Mo Berry and Ferguson and Avery Roberts? How do you think they're coming along?
You know, I think that we got solid people that are in those positions as starters right now, and that next group is very exciting athletically. I mean, let's stand them up right here, and it's a great looking group of guys. So what we have to do is continue to grow them and coach them and get them game ready. But all those guys you just mentioned are eager, excited about their opportunity, excited about playing, made some plays today, build some confidence, continue to grow. They're really getting coached. I mean, they're taking it. So I'm excited about that group. It's very important that those guys as football players are ready to contribute, not only as going in as the next man up, but also they should be all over the kickoff team, the punt team, those coverage teams, those big field position changers, a big deal. So I'm excited about them, and that's too long of an answer. But
Maybe it's far too early on Avery Roberts, but is he a guy who has the look of someone who'd be tough to not play?
you know, I don't want to commit too much to that, but you said it just right. And it's going to be hard not to play him. Right now today, I would say that, and he's kind of one of those guys that reminds me of what Dedrick was like when he came in. You know, just smart, kind of poised, pretty quiet but very tough, and you know, and he's listening, paying attention. I think, you know, without overstating it, it looks like it'll be hard to hold him out.
Is there anything in particular, Mike, that on those first two quarterbacks that you liked today? The top two? Anything that you
Well, I thought
out?
right off the bat, Steve, and I think you saw it probably, is that Tanner, on the first drive, recovered from a couple of bad plays and got first downs, you know, because he can make a throw, you know, and there are things that you think you know about guys, but when they go into an action like that, then you got to see it. And you know, his ability to see it and get the ball out of his hands is his greatest attribute, I think. And I thought right off the bat he saved us, keeping that early drive alive just by coming back from a bad down situation and making a play. I love that. And you know, Patrick, I think is, you know, he throws an interception at the end, which clouds it a little bit. But for the most part, you know, his poise for being, you know, I think we might forget he's a redshirt freshman. And so this is really his entry point into the competition to play. And I think he's done outstanding, you know. And I think all three of those guys are good football IQ guys. And I like that. I think that they're good learners. They're good workers. It's a good room. It's one of those rooms, I think, that is, you know, they're kind of conducive for everybody to learn.
Mike, Bob Diaco's energy, his passion on the field. How much do you think that picks the defense up? And I mean, just today, did you notice kind of his energy level, what it brought to the defense out there?
I loved it. You know, I think the things that he has in mind as a defensive philosophy that we've already talked about a little bit, the ability to not give up big plays, to be sound, the ability in the critical downs to get off the field, whether it's in the red zone or a third down. You know, and so the kind of the emphasis and the enthusiasm for succeeding in those areas was evident today. When that happened, there was a lot of passion about winning, and I thought that was awesome. I think that those things that we all believe in, that he has brought as a philosophy, are alive, because when it happens, he enthusiastically puts an exclamation point on it, which is pretty neat.
How much more work did your tight ends get today than maybe
Ever?
have ever? And then what concerns did you have about that draw play not working very well today?
You know, the draw play was I think that there was a big time missed assignment on one of them. I mean, there's not too many plays that you can not block the defensive end, and that's going to work. So we just blew an assignment, and we have to make that play work. But I also think we were fooled a little bit. It's the beauty of the 3-4 defense, Sam, is that what you think you're going to get a little bit, all of a sudden is not there. So the patience and a lot of our draws are checked, right? And so the patience with which the quarterback can see it and then make the right call, you know. So we ran the play into bad defenses for the play, and then we missed an assignment on one. So, and it is a big concern to me, because we have to be a good team throwing the ball quickly. You know, so a 3-step drop game has got to be part of our game. The draw has to be part of our game, and the screen has to be part of our game. So I would say in all 3 of those areas today we were not great.
The tight ends.
Oh, the tight ends, I've been worried about that. We all are concerned. No team that has lost 3 senior guys that have done most of the playing would think this would be easy, right? I mean, we lost 3 guys that played a lot of football. They're good players, and I hate that. You know, I wish we had those guys back, because I really enjoyed those people, and I think they're growing in what we do with tight ends, so they're not here, and so we've got a guy like, you know, the Lone Ranger, and a guy that's kind of older and been around and played a little bit is Hoppus. I've really been impressed how physically he has picked up his game, and so we need stability and continued growth by him. And I think we're going to get it. I'm excited about Tyler. And then I'm feeling real good lately about Matt Snyder and Jack Stoll. You know, I think when you look at those guys physically, you think, okay, those guys look the part. But this is kind of their entry point into opportunity. I think they're taking advantage of it. I think their confidence is growing. And I think that we have to get out of them what we need to do with the tight end physically to be a good running team. So, but I have been nothing but encouraged about that. Am I missing anybody? I'm trying to recall there. That's an initial group. Of course, Connor Ketter, I'm really hoping and praying that he is back healthy for us. I think he's a good player, and he's just what the doctor ordered for our team. So you get him back, and those other guys I mentioned, somebody else steps up. You know, Engelhop is a really good athlete, one of our best athletes at that size on our team. You know, what he has to do is continue to play and learn and be right. And when he does that consistently, he's going to be a good player, because he is very athletic for that size of person. So I'm encouraged by him too. Keith, did I miss anybody there? Can you think? Okay.
Mike, you're pretty adamant about getting a 3-4 defense. Was today kind of a reason why? I mean, did it look kind of what you expected it to?
Yeah, you know, I think that we've probably in this group have gone over many of the reasons why, and I would say that with the change, that we wanted to find the right guy to coach the 3-4. You know, considering making the move, then making that big of a move going forward, that had to then include the idea of the 3-4 defense. Why? You know, I think the versatility that it brings in these times of the variety of football that we see. You know, I mean, there is no college football offense. It's such a great variety. It makes it beautiful. You know, it makes college football what it really is. It's just a beautiful, wide variety of all sorts of stuff. And so you've got to play against all that. And I think the 3-4 has a versatility to it that's good. I think that we will be able to really be specific in the recruiting end of it that way, and that the recruitment of more guys that are 6'2", 225 and can run 4.6 really helps your football team in a lot of areas. So I'm excited about it. I love the work being done by the coaches. I love the buy-in by the players. I think the movement and change of some positions will make us better. I think that Kalu right now playing safety with Aaron Williams, and then having Lamar and Chris Jones on the corners, that's a good look to me. And then I think that the look right behind those guys is developing and exciting, and some of those kids like Eric Lee. Eric has not emerged till this spring, and in this, what we're doing now, and with his growth, he's coming into being a guy that I think will play in the games and do a nice job. So I'm encouraged by that growth behind them. We frankly are not deep enough at corner. You know, we'll be recruiting more corners this year probably than any other position on our recruiting board. But with the work that we're doing and the development that we're having right now, I'm going to feel good about that position going into the season. So it's those are, you know, just touching on some things. I think there's a true excitement there about why the 3-4 defense.
Back to depth at inside linebacker, Mohamed Berry was involved in a couple of takeaways today. Has that been pretty typical of him this spring?
He's an explosive athlete. One of the probably the best kind of pure athletic guys like that on our team. You know, so and you know what, he's got great intentions too. His work ethic about his preparation for opportunity is at a high level, and I think that he, you know, spent last year learning about playing at this level, and now I think he's learning some of the inside things about actually being good, the little details that make a guy better. I think he's got the tools physically to do it, and so the more he can learn about what really makes a difference in making plays, I think that he's on track to do that. Exciting to see. Great kid, hard worker, wonderful guy, wants to play, and so all the stuff that happened for him today, you know, is just building his confidence to be a factor when he plays. You guys go eat lunch. Huh? What's that? Oh, yeah. Zach Hannon, senior, graduate this spring, is going to graduate transfer. I'll let him, or I'll let Keith eventually, as he releases it, tell you where that's going to be. Zach is doing it for personal family reasons. I'm all for him doing it for the reasons that he's doing it for. So we're actually excited for his apparent opportunity that he has out there, both to play and to be closer to his family. So anyway, he won't be here.
So he's got a place, you just don't want to announce it.
Right, that's right. I don't want to announce it because it hasn't been 100% confirmed. It's in the makings right now, Steve.